Yo, what's up everyone? It's Capital Lore here, and let's be real, Apple stores are on another level. They're not just stores, they're practically landmarks, pulling in crazy revenue. Seriously, these places rake in more cash per square foot than any other retail space out there. But have you ever stopped to think about why? It's not just about sleek products, there's a whole psychology at play designed to get you to spend those hard-earned dollars. So today, we're diving deep. Dissecting Apple's retail brilliance and uncovering the psychological tactics they use to keep us coming back for more. We're talking about the subtle design cues, the psychological nudges, and the masterful marketing strategies that make Apple stores so incredibly effective. You know, the stuff you don't even realize is happening while you're busy trying out the latest iPhone. By the end of this video, you'll see Apple stores in a whole new light, and maybe, just maybe, you'll be better equipped to resist their persuasive charms. Or maybe you'll just appreciate the genius even more. Either way, get ready to unlock the secrets of Apple's store strategy. Picture this. You walk into an Apple store. The first thing that hits you, that clean, minimalist design. It's like stepping into a futuristic art gallery, right? Everything's bright, open, with products perfectly arranged on those signature wooden tables. You know exactly what I'm talking about. Now this isn't just about aesthetics, although Apple's design game is always on point. This minimalist approach serves a purpose to reduce decision fatigue. Think about it. When you're bombarded with choices, your brain gets overwhelmed. But in an Apple store, everything's streamlined, curated. You're drawn to specific products, making decisions feel easier, less stressful. It's subtle, but it sets the stage for a more enjoyable shopping experience which, let's be honest, makes you more likely to open up that wallet. And speaking of those wooden tables, have you ever noticed how they're always at waist height? Again, it's not a coincidence. That height is intentional, designed to let you interact with the products comfortably, almost like you're in your own living room. It's inviting, it's familiar, and it breaks down that barrier between you and the tech. And let's not forget the atmosphere. The lighting is soft, the music is upbeat, even the employees seem perpetually chill. It all adds up to this calming, almost therapeutic vibe that makes you want to linger, to explore, and yeah, to buy. Apple has mastered the art of creating an experience, not just a store. This is retail elevated to a whole new level. Okay, so you're in the store, the vibe is immaculate, and you're surrounded by the latest and greatest Apple gadgets. What's the first thing you do? You reach out and touch them, right? You pick up an iPhone, feel the weight, test out the camera, maybe even try on an Apple Watch. We all do it, it's like some irresistible force compels us to get hands-on. But here's the thing, Apple knows this. In fact, they encourage it. See, Apple understands the power of the endowment effect, a psychological principle that basically says we place a higher value on things we own, or even things we just like we own. The moment you hold that iPhone, even if it's just for a few seconds, your brain starts tricking you into thinking it's yours. Suddenly, it's not just a phone on display anymore, it's your phone. You start picturing yourself using it, showing it off to your friends, and bam, that desire to own it skyrockets. It's subtle, it's sneaky, but it's incredibly effective. Apple lets the products speak for themselves, or rather, let's experience them directly, creating an emotional connection that goes way beyond specs and features. And it's not just about touching. Apple strategically places its products throughout the store to encourage interaction. Ever notice how the MacBooks are always open, inviting you to try out the keyboard, scroll through the trackpad, or how the headphones are easily accessible, tempting you to test the audio quality? Every detail, from the product placement to the open layout, is carefully considered to maximize your interaction with the products. It's all about getting you emotionally invested, making you feel a sense of ownership before you even reach the checkout counter. Let's talk about limited editions and those infamous product launches. Remember the frenzy when a new iPhone drops? The lines snaking around the block, the people camping out for days? It's crazy, right? But Apple knows exactly what they're doing. They're masters of scarcity. They strategically limit the supply of certain products or create special editions, instantly making them more desirable. Think about it. When something's scarce, our brains automatically assume it's more valuable. It's like that age-old saying, you always want what you can't have. And Apple leverages this psychological quirk to perfection. Suddenly that limited edition Apple Watch isn't just a gadget, it's a status symbol, a collector's item. And let's not forget the power of FOMO, the fear of missing out. When you see those long lines and hear about people scrambling to get their hands on the latest release, it triggers something primal in our brains. We don't want to be left behind, so we're more likely to jump on the bandwagon and make an impulse purchase. Apple's product launches are meticulously orchestrated events designed to generate hype and create a sense of urgency. They know that when we think something might sell out, we're more likely to act quickly, often without even thinking twice. Have you ever noticed how Apple stores are rarely empty? There's always a buzz, a sense of community, with people huddled around, trying out products and engaging with the staff. This isn't by accident. Apple understands the power of social proof. When we see others using and enjoying a product, it validates our own desire to own it. Think about it. When you're browsing online and see a product with hundreds of positive reviews, you're more likely to trust it, right? The same principle applies in a physical store environment. Seeing a crowd gathered around the latest MacBook or overhearing someone raving about their new AirPods instantly makes those products more appealing. Apple leverages this by creating a store environment that encourages social interaction. The open layout, the communal tables, the strategically placed products, it's all designed to facilitate those chance encounters and conversations that subtly influence our purchasing decisions. It's like a giant feedback loop of social proof, reinforcing the idea that Apple products are desirable, popular, and worth the investment. And then there's the Genius Bar, a stroke of genius in itself. Think about it, you've got a problem with your Apple device, but instead of just going to any old tech repair shop, you go straight to the source, to the geniuses. It's like going to a doctor who specializes exclusively in your brand of phone. Now, the Genius Bar isn't just about fixing technical issues. It's about reinforcing that sense of trust and expertise that Apple is known for. The Genius Bar isn't tucked away in a back corner, it's front and center, a prominent fixture in every Apple store. It's like a beacon of knowledge, a place where any problem, no matter how small, is treated with the utmost care and attention. When you walk up to that bar, you're not just meeting a technician. You're meeting a genius, an expert in all things Apple, someone who understands your device inside and out. It's a subtle but powerful distinction that elevates the entire experience. And the best part? It's all included in the price of your Apple product. You're not paying extra for this level of service. It's presented as a core part of the Apple ownership experience. And that's huge. Think about it. When you buy an Apple product, you're not just buying a device, you're buying into an ecosystem, a support system, a community. This level of customer service is unheard of in the tech world, and it goes a long way in justifying those premium prices. You're not just paying for the product itself, you're paying for the peace of mind, the knowledge that if anything goes wrong, there's a team of experts ready to help you out. This is where Apple truly sets itself apart. From the iconic product launches to the minimalist store designs, everything Apple does is carefully calculated to evoke a specific feeling, a sense of belonging to something bigger than just a brand. Think about the way Apple tells stories through its products and marketing. They're not just selling you a phone, they're selling you a tool to unleash your creativity, to connect with loved ones, to change the world. They tap into our aspirations, our desires, our need for self-expression, and it works. Apple understands that people are loyal to brands that they connect with on an emotional level, brands that reflect their values and beliefs. They've cultivated a sense of community among their users, a sense of shared passion for innovation and design. It's no longer just about owning an Apple product, it's about being a part of the Apple ecosystem, a global tribe united by a love for sleek aesthetics and cutting-edge technology. Apple has mastered the art of turning customers into brand advocates, people who not only buy their products but who actively promote them, defend them, and evangelize about them to anyone who will listen. And that's the ultimate marketing strategy. So, there you have it, a glimpse into the psychological strategies that make Apple stores so incredibly successful. From the moment you walk in, you're being subtly influenced by design, psychology, and good old-fashioned marketing genius. Now, I'm not saying any of this is inherently bad. Apple creates amazing products, and their stores offer a truly unique retail experience. But it's important to be aware of the tactics at play, to understand how our brains are being manipulated, so we can make more informed decisions as consumers. Next time you walk into an Apple store, or any store for that matter, pay attention to the little details. Notice the layout, the lighting, the product placement. Think about the emotions you're feeling, the desires being triggered. You might be surprised by what you discover. Have you noticed these tactics used in other stores? Let me know in the comments below.